Hi, I'm Sam Mills, and welcome to another big season of football right here on Sports Galore. And we're starting off on our primarily football channel this year. Of course, it's called SG Centre Square. And I thought I'll just give you a little bit of background on what we'll be doing this year on this channel. We'll be having the VFL review and just some weekly highlights and stuff like that. Of course, the drop hunt remain on the main channel. But anyway, that's not the why we're here today. Today we are to preview the NAB Cup Grand Final, which is of course tonight at Etihad Stadium between the Brisbane Lions and Carlton. It's going to be a big match, of course. Both sides one loss during the tournament. No, Carlton have had one loss, of course, last week to Adelaide, only by 3 points. But Brisbane are undefeated and are looking very good for the season ahead. Now, I don't know if you'll remember, but last season I actually tipped Brisbane as Smokies to make the 8. I think they've got a really good list coming along, and I reckon they will definitely make the 8 this year. Let's go through the teams for tonight's match, starting off, and we'll start with Carlton. And from the back line is Chris Yarran, Michael Jamison, and White. Half back line is Dygan, Henderson, and Tui. Centre line is Simpson, McLean, Armfield. Half forward, Carazzo, Walker, and Lucas. Forward line, Rowe, Casbolt, and Betts. Followers are Hampson, Gibbs, and Murphy. Interchange, Chris Judd coming back into the team. Matty Cruiser, Mitch Robinson, Josh Bootsma, Ed Kerno, and Aaron Joseph. The emergencies are Heath Scotland, Jeremy Laidler, and Tom Bell. Now, of course, during the week, they announced a new captain. The captain for the next generation, Mark Murphy. Many thought it was going to be Andrew Carazzo, but he's very much the same age as Judd. I think they are actually the same age. So, good to see the next generation getting a go, and can't help but feel reminiscent of Mick Morehouse and Nathan Buckley back in the day. Even though Tony Shaw did appoint Buckley as the coach, as captain, sorry, it just seems a little bit like that. Of course, Morehouse won't be there for as long. Move to the Brisbane side, coached by Michael Voss. From the back line, it's Joel Patfull, Daniel Merritt, and Elliot Yao. Halfback, Adcock, Maguire, and Golby. Then it's centre line, Patrick Carneses, Rockcliffe, and Hanley. Half forward, Berwick, Brown, and Green. Forward line, Cornelius, Stephen Martin, and Dane Zorko. Followers, Billy Longer, Brent Maloney, Daniel Rich. And on the interchanges, Sam Doherty, Ash McGrath, Clay Beans, Andrew Rains, Jack Redden, and James Polkinghorn. And the emergencies are Marco Paparoni, last name there, Ryan Lester, and Jack Chris. So it should be a fantastic match tonight. There's also some other matches going on this weekend because it is, of course, the final week before football does get underway, and of course, a couple of teams getting underway. Next week it is Essendon versus Adelaide on Friday night, and then it's the Western Derby, West Coast and Fremantle on Saturday night. In the practice matches this week, however, is Geelong versus Collingwood at Simmons Stadium. That match has already started and it's half time, and the Pies are getting thumped. Hate to see that as a Collingwood supporter, but that's what's happening at the moment. And then tomorrow it's Gold Coast versus Melbourne at Southport, Port Adelaide versus Sydney Swans at Amy, North Melbourne versus Hawthorn at Craigieburn, Richmond versus the Western Bulldogs at Visy Park, and the Giants taking on St Kilda at Blacktown. That's just about it for our show for today. That's a quick preview. Make sure you tune in next Thursday night because we will be having the debut episode for this season of the Drop Punt. And we've got a couple of new features and stuff to use on that. So hopefully you can join us and make sure you subscribe to this channel as well as Sports Galore Network. And we'll do our best to try and bring you the best in season 2013. That's it for me. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Mills, and we'll see you next week with Drop Hunt. So thanks for watching.